overdose vapes. Keep your wicks wet and your coils tight. If you're looking for new flavors and all about the clouds, bro, filling up a clear road, we're dripping on the sub-ohm reviews for that juice. Well, Trav and Josh host, view it on YouTube and prepare for overdose.
Hello and welcome back to Overdose Vapes.
Overdose Vapes.
ODV in the motherfucking house.
Boom.
So here we are. We're doing another piece of hardware for you guys, as you saw in the description, adding some texture to this flavor, this Overdose Vapes flavor.
Yeah, bro.
You know us mostly for doing juice reviews, but we definitely want to get into more hardware. And
two goons doing a goon. You know what I mean?
Doing the Goon. Like he just said.
Two goons doing the goon.
The Goon is a more high-end RDA. You can find it at your nice establishments. And we're lucky enough to get our hands on it thanks to a gentleman who owns one of those nice establishments, Richard Prescott.
God damn, Richard Prescott from Vaping Collection.
VapingCollection.com. Go to his
buddy.
website. I mean, the shit he has is beautiful. He has like such a nice selection of stuff.
Amazing stuff.
Great stuff, man.
Yep.
Really great stuff.
I went, after we had talked to him, kind of went back and forth with him. I went over, looked at the site. Gorgeous site.
It's a really well done site.
Gorgeous.
And he's got juice, he's got nice hardware, all kind of like high end stuff, but really nice and really well priced. I mean, he's not gouging you here.
So he kind of, I guess he must have come across our videos somewheres and kind of took a liking to him, I guess, and got a hold of us and asked us if we would be, if we'd be interested in reviewing some hardware.
He didn't really know what he wanted us to review. It's just kind of like whatever, Yeah. He's like just kind of take a look at the site. I got juice, I got hardware, Yeah. And so we just let him pick, and he sent us the Goon.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Damn.
I've been really curious about the Goon for quite a while, and I've almost pulled the trigger on it a couple times, but I just didn't because it's around like $70, and so it's a little pricey. But I'm so glad he sent it. She's a big bitch. She's a thick bitch. She's a thick, juicy bitch, and we're gonna get into like a little bit more specifics, like the diameter and all that stuff when we go up close.
The insies, the outsies.
But so he sent it out. I've had it for the majority of the time. Josh has used it, not as much as me, in full disclosure. He did use it last week to do the reviews and stuff that we filmed, but I've had it for the last 2 weeks, and I've been using it every day. So I have a little bit more experience with it, but we've both used it.
I love the airflow through it. Man, I mean, there's just nothing wrong with it.
It is
It
is so well machined.
And when you put it on a mod that it sits flush on, it just looks fucking mean, bro. It just looks clean, mean.
It is, you know what? In all reality, it is one of the cleanest RDAs that I've ever seen matched up with a tube mech mod.
It's seamless.
It is so fucking seamless.
Yeah, you put one on that's the same size, and it looks like it was made for it.
It literally looks like a one-piece deal.
We did it on a couple too. We did it on this motherfucker too, and it looks like it was born for it.
Let me see the Manhattan V2. So this is the Manhattan V2. This is the Foo Hatton. It almost feels like they had these in mind when they designed it. You know what I mean?
It sure
it's totally in all
like
reality. And it just sits on there so perfectly. There's, like Josh said, it's seamless. It looks like one piece.
Born on there, bro.
So let's dive up close real quick. Take a look at the ins and outs of it, and then we'll come out. We'll give you our final verdict. Let you know if we think it's a buy, because it is pricey.
Give you score, all that shit.
All that shit.
Yep.
All right. We'll be right. All right. So here we are looking at the Goon. Sitting on top of the Foo Hatton. It looks beautiful, looks seamless, looks like it belongs there. So this is coming from 528 Customs. They're the manufacturers. We got it, of course, from VapingCollection.com. It's got nice engraving there on top. It says 528 Customs on it. It's got the nice little half chuff, I would call it. It's not quite a full chuff cap. I actually like these better. I think they're a little nicer. Big, glorious airflow on each side. 3 of those just kind of regular circular airflow holes. It looks really good. So I got the specs here for it. Let me pull that up. So this is 24 millimeters. So it does sit seamlessly on this Foo Hatton. But if you put it on something like this this Beacon mod from Beyond Vape, it looks a little, it overhangs off of the so it doesn't look great. So it's 24 millimeters. Got the 1/2-inch drip tip, standard 510 connection, copper screws, gold-plated bridge post, which I'll show you in a second, gold-plated steel clamps, hybrid safe, which means the 510 is proud of the connection itself, so you can put it on hybrid mods. Peak insulators, positive and negative bridges are easily replaceable. That's coming straight from 528 Customs. That's what they say about their device. Let's go ahead and pop the cap here. Alright. You can see those the gold posts there. They're not exactly posts. I guess they're they're posts. They're bridge posts, what they call them. You got 4 screws here on top. If you can see that, you unscrew those, and the tops of these bridge posts actually come up. They rise up. The whole post there, the whole clamp, and so you can slide in very large pieces of wire through that. I mean, really, I haven't been able to find a build that you couldn't put in this. And you can see those giant juice wells there. Tons of room for builds. Tons of room for cotton. You got lots of airflow coming in from the sides. It's kind of a traditional, really, it's a traditional kind of RDA, except for that build deck. And the build deck is, I'm not going to lie, like the first time I built on it, it was a little uncomfortable. I had the leads were crossing over each other and stuff because there's nothing holding them in there. It's not like putting them through just a hole. You have to clamp them down with these bridge posts and with these little blocks on top of them. So it wasn't exactly the easiest thing to build on, but now that I've used it quite a bit, I love it. I think that builds go in there actually pretty easily. There's no limitation on what you can build except for what your batteries can handle, and of course, like what kind of mod you're using. So I think that it's great. I've had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a pretty fun little device. It looks really nice, like I'm saying, like on the Fuhattan, on things that can accommodate it. The Fuhattan here that I have, the Manhattan V2 that Josh has, it looks great. But on things like I said, like on the Beacon, it doesn't look great. It hangs over, it hangs over right here. So let me see if I can go ahead and show you that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the Beacon. I mean, it doesn't look awful, don't get me wrong, but it's not as clean as it is on, like, say, the Fuhattan. It's just not. It hangs over the edge, so. But it still looks pretty clean, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It looks pretty nice. And nothing to hate on. Got the nice engraved logo there on the front, the 528 Customs logo. So, yeah, it's a pretty awesome little device. I'm liking it. It does just enough different to set it aside from other devices. It's not so expensive that it's out of reach. It's, $60 range. Well, you might think that's a lot to pay for an RDA, but actually something that's so well machined, I would say that's a pretty good deal for this. All right, so let's go back out and we'll talk about it some more and we'll give it a score. And we're back.
We back at you.
Back, baby. Back, baby. So as you saw, it's got these 3 massive fucking air holes on each side. You can close those off.
Sure.
But I've been rocking it mostly, dual coils, of course, big builds, and
depending on your builds, you might want to lower the airflow, but you want high airflow for that build.
And it's got like a half chuff, which I like. It's got like the smaller chuff diameter, you know what I mean? It's not like a full-on, full chuff.
True.
Which I like. I think it's perfect size. It gives you just a little bit of restriction.
Yeah. One small note that I've gotten is, if my lip touches down on here against the metal, it will get warm. I've noticed that a little bit.
It's not. Yeah, it's a little short. The drip tip is a little short.
It is a little short. If it was just maybe a little bit longer, or even if it just had like a little rubber, I don't know, something. Yeah. Something. But that's one little thing that I got is I got a little warm lip, my bottom lip.
Absolutely. I
didn't burn my lip or anything. It just, you could feel it if you were really fucking chucking, dude.
And you can set this up for single coil. It does have the option in the when you twist it around. I don't know why you would, honestly. I mean, it was something like this. If you're gonna get this, you should probably just be rocking it dual coils.
There's many other things you can use to put single coil.
You don't need a $70 single coil machine.
But if you want it, buy it from Vaping Collection.
Definitely go buy it from Vaping Collection. Yeah. The block here, as you saw in the up close, is very interesting. It's interesting, but it's not actually the easiest thing to build on. You have to pull these two little fucking, I don't even know what to call them, little blocks up and kind of hold them up while you stick the wires in there. And it's easy for those wires to get crossed over each other and just short. And so you have to be really careful. But once you get a build in there, like once I had this build in there, I don't plan on taking it out for a while until I have to.
Yeah.
It's not like that much of a pain in the ass, but it's not as easy as just something that you stick it straight into a hole. The only good thing about that is that it's so wide that you could do something like, if you wanted to do a single coil, you could do like an 8-strand parallel.
Right.
And it would fit in there because you don't have to worry about sticking all those pieces of wire through a hole.
Into one hole, yeah.
It's just this flat open area, so you could stick crazy shit in there.
It's got pluses and it's got minuses.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
But
it's new and interesting, that's for damn sure.
And it's elegant and it's sleek and it's relatively simple.
It's perfectly made. The machining is
gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I used to be a CNC machinist, so I do have a little bit of respect for machining quality and edges and chamfers and stuff like that. So
it's just
beautiful.
It's just so well done.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any of the fancy. I mean, it's your basic Addy. Let's be real, okay? It's got just side airflow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not any of your new ones where it's coming up from the bottom or any of that shit. It does have the revolutionary build deck in the sense that the blocks themselves are different.
Right.
But the airflow is very traditional, and I like that, man. I like that. This is kind of airflow I cut my teeth on, And it's got a great, huge well. You can fucking stuff, probably 3 mils of juice in that son of a bitch.
You have to be fucking nuts to leak it. You're over fucking doing it if it leaks.
And it looks great on, so far, what we've seen on these mech mods here. It looks great on the rouleau, actually. It looks really nice on the rouleau. It fits on there really nice. It's a little beefy, but I think it's just so beautiful. When you get something that it fits right, it's just so nice.
It's nice.
I'll show you an example real quick before we get off of something that it doesn't fit very well. And that is this fucking, let me take the battery out. The Phantom. It definitely hangs over, see?
Yeah.
There's like a pretty big lip and shit. So I think this is like, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it's bigger than 22 millimeters. But it fits perfectly on things like the Powhatan and the Manhattan V2 and the Rouleau.
By now you'll know all that stuff, all the specs, because it'll be on the
up close.
Up close. So.
We haven't filmed that yet, though.
Yeah. Woo.
Whoop. Magic. Jinx, pinch, poke, you owe me a Coke. Son.
Oh, Coca-Cola. Okay, boom. Let's rate it. I'm gonna give it a 4.4. I really don't see a lot wrong with it. My lip gets a little heated. Other than that, yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna give it a 4.7.
Nice.
I've been thinking about this a lot for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If this got lost or it broke or something, right? Disappeared into the ether today, would I buy another one? And I've really been going back and forth, man. Like, I have enough Addies, I really don't need it. But now I honestly can't imagine not having it. It just works so well with these mods. So I definitely would go buy it again.
That's the test right there.
Definitely would. And even at that price, I would go buy it. And I would buy mods. I mean, it makes me want to buy mods to fit it on. Like it is such a good platform to build your vape around.
It's a really good looking fucking Addy.
And it just functions perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. So 4.7 for me.
Straight up.
I think it is one of the nicer Addies that is definitely sitting in this collection. So.
And please go check out Vaping Collection. That'll be on the bottom. Richard Prescott, thank you so much. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Absolutely. Just such a cool guy, dude. Reaching out to us, giving us the chance to do this hardware. We've really been wanting to get our feet wet with hardware. Yeah. But, if you don't have people sending it to you, it gets expensive to do it. And then by the time we buy something and put it through its paces, it's yesterday's
Nobody's
news.
interested in it. So
so it's been really cool that he was willing to send us out. And so thank you very much, Richard, man. We really, really appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay.
All the way from the bottom of our little hearts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's something that, man, legit, go to Vaping Collection. If you are somebody who enjoys a nice RDA and you have the money that's in your budget, fuck, this is a buy, dude. Without a doubt, it's a buy. So.
And go check out the website. They got all kinds of stuff. They got juice. They got, check it all out.
Yep. All right, so thank you guys so much. Shut that phone off.
Buddy. Oh, we got a 15% coupon code.
Yeah. So, fuck, we should have been talking about this a long time ago.
We're almost left without letting you guys cash in on this shit.
So, if you go to Vaping Collection and you find something like the Goon that you want to get your grubby little hands on, we have a 15% off code, it is Overdose, all one word, all lowercase.
All lowercase, Overdose.
Overdose 15.
Yep.
So,
and we'll put that underneath too, just so there's no confusion. But yes, Overdose, lowercase, 15.
Yep.
And that's 15% off, baby. The
That's-
entire cart.
That's huge, man. That's really huge.
Yeah.
15% off is a lot. So
Appreciation for that too, Richard. That's very kind of you.
totally.
Yep.
Totally. I mean, it's gonna save you like $10 if you're buying. For instance, if we bought the Goon, it would save you like $10. So
Yep.
that's pretty good.
Overdose 15.
Thank you guys so much, man. We really appreciate it.
Gotta love it.
Keep those coils tight.
Keep your fucking wicks wet.
Bam.
Wet wicks. Wet wicks.
Great
Ooh.
idea.